how's it going? It's William from Rocket Zero, and welcome to another pixel art tutorial. In this pixel art tutorial, we're going to be building Magcargo, Pokemon number 219, Little Slugma, I think that's his name. I built him recently, but I don't remember his name. But his evolution. So I get him from candypattern.com, description down below. So we're going to start with some black wool, orange, red, yellow, light gray, and then some gray wool. So we're going to begin with 4 blocks of our black wool. So here we go, let's line up, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. After those 4 black wools, we're going to place 4 orange wools. Then we're going to grab our black, and we're going to place 5 blocks to the left of the orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to grab our orange wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3. And 2 red wools, and 1 orange. Then we're going to go to the right, and starting on top of this orange, we're going to place 3 orange wools. So 1, 2, 3. And then 2 black wools. And then again, 2 black wools. We're going to grab our orange again, and this time we're going to place another 3. So 1, 2, 3. And a black wool. And then 2 orange wools with a black. So that was really complicated. At least I feel like it was. Let me just take a little break. Pause it if you guys need to. This is what we should have so far. If you guys heard something weird, I was moving the mic, so I apologize for that. Okay. So now what we're going to do now is that we're going to start with 1 black wool. And then this time 2 red wools. So 1, 2. And then we're going to place 3 red wools. Then, next to this 3 red wools that we have down here in the bottom, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4. So make sure you guys have this. I feel like I've been doing a bad job so far of explaining, but I'm going to fix it by being more clear. So what we're going to do next is that you see these 2 red wool blocks. We're going to place 2 black wools on the top, and then 3 black wools down here. Then we're going to place a black and 3 gray wools. We're going to grab our black again, and we're going to place 2 black wools here. So 1, 2. Then we're going to grab our gray wool again, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to grab our black wool now, and we're going to place 4 blocks going up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a black wool here. And then to the right of it, we're going to go up by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go down just a little bit, and in this gray block, we're going to start by placing 2 black wools going up. So 1, 2. On top of this 2 black wools, we're going to place 2 gray wools. So 1, 2. Then a black. On top of the black, we're going to place a gray and 2 light grays. Here, we're going to place 3 gray wools, so 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to grab our black, and to the right of it, we're going to go up by 7 blocks starting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you can tell, we're building like the little shell for the little slug that this guy has going on. Then we're going to place a black wool here on top of these 2 light grays, and then on the left of it, we're going to place a red, and below the red, a black. Below the black, we are going to place a gray wool. And to the left of it, we're going to place 3 orange wools in this particular shape. And then 1 orange wool to the left of it, but I'm sorry, but we're going to place it here. Now we're going to grab our gray wool and we're going to place 2 blocks here. So 1, 2, and then 2 black wools directly next to it. Then we're going to do another 2 black wools. And we can now grab our gray wool and we can actually just start filling this area in with some gray wool. So this is what we should have so far. Pause it if you need to. Now would be a great stopping point just to hit pause and copy it and just see what you see on your screen, or I'm sorry, on wherever you're watching this. Copy it into wherever you're playing. So let me know what you're playing on. If you're playing on Xbox or PlayStation, write it down in the comments. I'm currently playing on Xbox in case it wasn't obvious by the buttons on the bottom left of my screen. So what we're going to do next is that we are going to grab our black wool and we're going to place 2 black wools right here. So 1, 2. And then we're going to place 3 light grays just like so. And then another one. We're going to place 2 diagonal black wools. Then 2 black wools. On top of these 2 black wools, we're going to place 1 light gray. And then a black wool to the left of it. We're going to grab our light gray and we're going to place 4 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 more in the middle here. Now we're going to grab our black and starting on this top left corner, we're going to place 4 and moving towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to grab our light gray and we're going to place just 2 more blocks down here. And then here we're going to place a black and a red. And then this area right here can be filled in with some light gray wool. Now we gotta start doing the little like fire spout that this thing has going on, because he has a hole like in his little like shell that fire spews out of. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And for that we're gonna need 2 blocks of yellow wool. So 1, 2, and then an orange wool, followed by a black. So once again, 2 yellows, an orange, and a black. On top of this orange, we're going to place 4 yellow wools in this shape. So 1, 2, 3 going straight up, and then 1 in the middle. Then we can grab our orange wool and replace 1 block here. Then 1, 2, 3 up the side, and 1 here. So make sure you guys have this for the little fire spout that we have going on in this little guy. And we're going to grab our black wool and we're going to place 2 blocks up the side. So 1, 2. 2 blocks on this side as well. And then we can place 2 on the top and 1 in this little corner. And I think we're pretty much now done with the shell. That took a long time. It took almost about like 8 minutes of our tutorial just doing the shell. But that's just because it's really complicated. If you see, there's a lot of blocks just thrown in there, but it adds a lot of detail. So that's why we had to do that. So now let's continue building the snail. Alright, so I'm back. It stopped recording. I keep knocking stuff over with my feet. I keep unplugging stuff every time I kick. So we're back. It stopped recording for just a second, but let's see where we left off. Just make sure that you guys have this going on before we move on to the rest of the snail. And for that, we are going to need to grab our black wool, and starting right here, we are going to place 4 blocks moving towards the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go down. In this gap right here, we're going to place a red, and then 2 yellow wools. And then we're going to place 4 yellow wools in this particular shape. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need to make sure to place an orange wool here, and then 3 black wools like so. Then we're going to grab our orange wool and we're going to place 4 blocks here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 6 blocks starting below the yellow towards the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. And then starting right here, we're going to place 3 going towards the right. So 1, 2, and 3. So make sure that you guys have this so far. Now we need to grab a red wool and we're going to place 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then here's where the other eye is going to go. So we got to get that ready by placing 2 yellow wool blocks. So 1, 2. Then 1, 2. And then another 1, 2. So we basically did the same shape. Almost looks like a question mark. Then we're going to grab our black and we're going to place 1 block right here. 3 down the side. And 2 on the top. We're going to grab our red wool and we're going to place 2 blocks right here. So 1, 2. And 2 black wools to the left of it. Now we're going to stop what we're doing because we're going to go back down to the bottom. We're going to place a black wool with an orange. And then a black wool to the left. We're going to grab a red wool and we're going to place 2 blocks on top of the black. So 1, 2, followed by 2 blocks of black on the left. Then we're going to place a black with a red on top. And a black to the left. We're going to place 3 orange wools just like so. Then a black wool on the left and on the top of that shape. And then all we have to do is go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be pretty much the outline of our slug mount. We still have to go back and add a couple details, but we're going to do that before the end of the video. But for now, just make sure that you guys have this. I know this has been a really slow tutorial up to this point, but there's a lot of detail really crammed together, and it really pays off at the end because it looks pretty cool. So just make sure that your guy and my guy looks the same. So we can start adding a couple blocks of detail, and that's going to begin by placing right here, next to this orange, we're going to place 1 black and 1 red. And then we're going to place 2 black wools going towards the right. Then right here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. And then we need to add 4 blocks for black wool, making a square. Then right below this orange wool block, we're going to place a black and an orange. And then a black wool to the right of the orange. A red and a black. Then we're going to do a red and a black. And then 3 black wools just like that. And there we go, that's pretty much it. All that we have left to do is just to grab our red wool and fill him in, and he's going to come to life once we do that. Because right now, even though it looks almost like a Pokemon, it's still a little weird. So we gotta go back and just give him those little extra blocks of detail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go fill it in with some red wool, and I'll be back for the end of the video. So I'll see you guys in just a second. And there we go, we have finished building, what's his name again? His name is Magcargo, Pokemon number 219. I had to look at my notes just because his name is weird. But thank you so much for watching. This was William from Rocket Zero. Sorry if this tutorial took just a little bit longer than usual, but there was a lot of blocks really crammed together. So if you guys did it, we should both have a really cool Pokemon at the end of it. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't so you can stay up to date with all our newest videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.